It's finally time, all right? It is finally time to see something physical happening to the house, all right? We're no longer digging holes. We're no longer just moving dirt around. They're actually pouring concrete today, or at least they're supposed to be. This is probably them calling me to tell me that they're not. Hang on one second. I'm gonna let y'all hear. All right, sorry. I'm clearly not gonna let y'all hear about bank stuff. Anyway, concrete is getting poured today, and as you heard, apparently at 1:30. So I'm a little early. I'm gonna run out there and mess around a little bit, but they're pouring the footers today. I don't know if they're pouring any of the basement pad. I don't think so. I think it's just footers, but that means stuff is happening, and that's all that matters. I'm gonna go out there and try to get some footage of that, fly around a little bit, see what's going on. It's been a while since I've been out there because it's been wet and just gross for like 2 weeks, and really it's just a big mud hole out there. So there hadn't been really any reason for us to go out there, and I know I've said it a million times, but I'm not just gonna record duplicate, random, useless stuff just to post a video, right? So depending on how much footage I get today, this video is gonna have probably a bunch of little clips of different stuff. Janae going to furniture market, maybe her picking out some tile. It's been a lot more solo stuff because our schedule's been all over the place. So she's had to run do this, I've had to run do that. So we hadn't really been able to record much together, but that's fine, you know, that's fine. This channel is both of ours. So y'all, all of y'all here just for me, y'all need to get over it because she's as much a part of this as I am. But yeah, we're a little early, so I'm gonna go grab some food, and then we'll head over to the house and show you guys what's going on. All right, I'm excited. Now, when I tell you I'm excited, you just don't know. All right, when I show you the most beautiful sight I've seen in months, I hope you shed a tear, just like me. Okay, look at this. Oh my Lord, it's so beautiful. We got concrete going down. Now, if you don't know how house building works, this is a footer. All right, they pour it. It's got to cure for about 10 days or so. Then they can come back and pour, you pour your walls on it. You can pour your slab for your basement, all that. But the footer has to go in first, and it's got to cure because basically this supports the weight of the entire house. You know what I mean? Everything sits on this. So this has to be perfect. And damn if it don't look it. This looks absolutely gorgeous. This is also where you put the bodies, you know, you build the foundation on the bodies of your enemies. I've been running around like a maniac trying to stay out of these guys' way, but also get good footage. I about fell off in there. They buried me under my own house. It's been gross. I'm sure you know, the past 2 weeks, man, it has rained so much. So it's been just incredibly soupy, but today's not so bad. It's not too bad. So it's a great day for this. I don't think it's supposed to rain, at least for the next week, from what I saw. So hopefully this got plenty of time to cure up, and we stay on schedule to get the walls done. It's gonna get loud, but I'm gonna walk us over a little closer to the concrete truck so y'all can kind of see how it's working. And editor, if you want to like mute some of this because this gets kind of loud, feel free. Now it's not obvious. Coming down here, it's going into the hopper. It's being pumped up through that arm, all the way down, and you saw it coming out the end down there. And let me tell you one thing, this is a nice truck. This is a nice truck. I'm gonna show you something else too. The operator, the guy who's driving this arm, he's doing it wirelessly, all right? Let me show y'all this thing he's got.
Pardon?
I'm showing off your joystick.
Oh, okay.
So I missed my calling. I should have done that for a living, I think. How many video games I play?
You know, when my kids were young, they still kicked my ass in video games.
All right, before I get entombed down here, let me get out here. I like this. I guess this is gonna be a just a block in the middle to hold like the center of the house. You got your outer walls all around, and then this, maybe this is where the fire. Yeah, I think this is where the fireplace is going. So this is extra reinforcement for where the fireplace is gonna be. Remember, I might have told you in one of the other videos, instead of having like just the window well, we're gonna have like little walkout patios. So this is the interior wall, and that's the outer wall of, so the house will technically end right here, and this is like a little patio area with the back built up wall, and this is where you'll be able to sit, have sky above you, but you're still in the basement. So that'll be sick. I'm gonna get out from down here because it's muddy, it's wet, there's concrete everywhere, and I don't think I'm supposed to be down here without a hard hat. Sorry, OSHA. All right, we went and messed around for a little bit while they kept working to get out of their hair, and looked up here, the trucks was leaving. So I think that means we're done pouring. And if you take a glance, you'll see that I'm right. Now, I don't know much about concrete, but it looks like they may have sprayed like some kind of curing agent on it. It's like a green, they poured Mountain Dew all over this. One of the two. One of the two. Maybe my man will tell me. Uh-huh.
You good with the laser?
Good job. Good job, guy.
Thank you. Did he tell you it was curing out?
Nah.
That's what it's doing. That's why you see the Mountain Dew on it.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's nothing you add to it. That's just stuff coming up naturally. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't Mountain Dew, unfortunately. But Janae hadn't seen this yet. I sent her a couple of videos earlier, but like I said, she has stuff to do today, so she couldn't make it out here. But she's gonna lose her mind when she sees this. All right, she's hopefully we should have enough footage, so I'll post this on Sunday. Y'all should be seeing this in a couple of days, because this is real work. There's real stuff happening now. Look at that. I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. So he said they could start building walls as soon as tomorrow, but I don't think we've got those on the schedule yet. So it'll probably be a week or two before I know exactly when that's going to start. But at least I know that if my contractor tries to say, oh, well, you know, it's got a cure for 10 days, I can be like, eh. Not from what I heard. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to get one last drone flyby so we can see the actual footprint of the entire house. But other than that, I'm done. All right, this is probably about to be the outro. And I said I'm gonna do another drone flyby, but y'all probably already seen that before. during the montage, okay? But anyway, thanks for sticking around for when we don't stick to our weekly promised episodes. But again, when cool stuff happens, you'll be the first to know. And you know, once all this concrete stuff's down and framing starts going out, like, it's gonna get busy and y'all gonna have content every single week. But until then, we love you. Janae loves you. And we'll catch you in the next one, all right? That's all, folks.
Hello. I'm trying to be a little quiet because, shocker, Luke is asleep. He came to bed at probably 9 a.m., which is normal for him. But we have a tile appointment today in Winston-Salem at McCullough Tile. And I'm hoping to actually make decisions on stuff. I have a couple different areas that we're looking for, obviously. So the backsplash behind the sink, under the windows in the kitchen, post a picture of that here. There's a placeholder of this green tile, and the only reason we went with that is I saw some at the interior designers. It's like, oh, it'd be cool to have an interesting colored subway tile. So that way it's still classic, but it's more unique, a little bit more of my taste. But I don't know if that's what I want. So I know that, like in this photo, we're definitely gonna go with like a dark slate countertop for around the range. And I'm not sure about the big slab on the island. So depending on the tile that we choose for behind the sink, I think we can either go lighter or darker with that big center slab. We haven't picked countertops yet, but honestly, I think I am more struck by detail stuff. So we'll see what the tile people have to say. They might tell me to leave because I haven't picked out my countertops yet, but I think that if I go lighter with the tile behind the sink, I'll go darker with the countertop, and vice versa. The interior designer also sent us a couple different options for the style of the ceiling in the kitchen. So we're not really sure what we're going with that either. We want to make sure it's balanced and we don't want anything gray or super light up there. But as far as the finishes for the appliances, there will be the big stainless fridge, freezer setup. For the range, I'm not sure of what color I want to pick yet. Again, I feel like I need to pick the tile first to kind of get the vibe. And I want to be struck by something. I mean, I'm a woman. I want to feel the things. I want it to make me feel something before I pick it. So we'll see what happens with that. But there's also the guest bathrooms. For the master bath, I think the interior designer already has a source for that super unique tile right here. So I don't think I need to worry about that. I am kind of wanting to do something fun with the fireplace surround in my library. So there's like Victorian, Art Deco type of vibes where they have a scene that goes vertically with the tile. So those vintage tiles are super expensive. I've been trying to source those and look at them on Etsy or, try to find them in different places, but I can't find anything that isn't like $400 a tile, and that's just absolutely ridiculous. There are reproductions, and I saw a sneak peek of those when we just visited the tile place last time. So I'm gonna see if any of those really strike me. I wanna make that room just super inviting, but also showcase more of my vintage tastes, because I do have that eclectic, like, let's mix leopard with neon green and crazy velvets, but also like British manor house from the Victorian era. So I'm trying to figure out a way to put all of that together, and hopefully they can help me with that. And I think that's all for tile. It's really just focusing on the kitchen, maybe some brick veneer tile for my mudroom. But yeah, just looking to be struck by something. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you there. Okay, so do you feel overwhelmed? Because I feel overwhelmed. So many options. I mean, obviously that is a good thing, but it is a lot to take in. I think we made a ton of progress though. I think absolutely we found a ton of really good options.
Left onto Acme Drive.
Sorry, I'm driving home, so you're gonna hear my GPS, I apologize. So I found some awesome stuff for the kitchen backsplash tile. I still haven't made like a firm decision on that yet. It's so hard when you don't actually have the space finished for me to like go in and take the tile and see how it looks in the different lighting or whatever. But there's some good options, and I think in finding those we found some really cool tiles for Luke, like the one that kind of looked moldy and mossy, and some of like the more interesting stuff that we can use on the floor for his downstairs bathroom, either near his office or near the theater. I think we've got some really interesting stuff that is funky but not going to date itself, and I think it showcases our personality a little bit more than just, you know, a broad swath of this is the particular genre of home design that we like. So that was our whole goal, is to be able to showcase who we are and to have us be actually visible in the house instead of just here's a house and do a throw pillow in here. So super stoked, excited to have like a couple of decisions made and a little bit more clarity on where I need to go next for stuff. But yeah, I look forward to seeing this actually in the house and being able to order samples and physically take it into the home, you know, once framing and stuff is done. And hopefully they will start pouring the footers and putting up the basement walls and all of that like the middle or end of this month, which is November. So stoked for that, looking forward to seeing it. I think we're gonna go take a peek at the excavation and see what kind of a huge absolute mud pit we've got going on right now. But yeah, fun to see progress, fun to actually be doing things again, and looking forward to some more. So that's all, folks. See you next time.